Okay, so how to adjust Tufflift TL 3.6, standard or high. The procedure is exactly the same no matter which one. To do locks and cables, you'll need two 30mm spanners for adjusting the cables, a 16mm spanner for holding the swage, and a 27mm spanner for the locks, and a tape measure. So what you want to do is, step one, always do locks first. You want to raise the hoist up as you would normally to whatever you deem a comfortable height. I like the third lock because it's, about waist height. And then lower the hoist onto the locking position. So it's sitting there, it can't go anywhere. You know you're there because your cables are loose enough that you can move them. So then what you want to do is take your tape measure and measure from the plate to the bottom of your carriage, the piece that holds the beams, and make note of what the number is. Now, what this number is does not matter. What matters is that all four corners have the same number. So I've already measured these, and we're pretty close. This is in millimeters. There's not much to do here, but we still will fine tune it a little bit. So once you have all four numbers, pick which number you like most and make them all the same. Like I said, the number doesn't matter. What matters is they're all the same. So take your 27mm, and then using the threaded bar at the top of the lock ladder, you want to tighten or loosen the top nut. Tightening the nut will pick the corner up. So if I give this half a turn, our tape measure will read half a turn or half a mil higher. The thread pitch here is 1.7 is 2 millimeters. So one full rotation will give you 2 mil, if that helps. So what you'll want to do is just adjust the ladders up or down on all four corners so the number reads exactly the same. For me, I'm going to pick 777 because that's a cool number. And then once I've adjusted this so that this reads 777, it's just a matter of taking your spanner, winding the bottom nut up against the plate, and then locking it down so that it can't move. And repeat the process on all four. Okay, so we've adjusted those top lock threads on all four corners so that they now all read 777 millimeters. From here, it's now time to do the cables, which the process is exactly the same, except using the 30mm spanners on your cable nuts. However, to do cables, we always do it with the hoist loaded. So we'll need to lower this down, get a car on it, and then I'll show you cables from there. Okay, so now we're going to adjust cables. As I mentioned, we've got our lovely volunteer here, this very nice condition VL Bellina, and we need to do cable adjustments with a car on it. The weight of the car and where the weight is situated on the hoist matters, so we always need to do cable adjustments while loaded. So same process as earlier, park the car on it, run it up to whatever height you deem comfortable. For me, it's around here, it's about waist height. But this time, do not settle the hoist on the locks. You want to run it up and stop and leave it dangling from the cables. This is much tighter this time. From there, the process is exactly the same. So you want to go around, measure all four corners from the plate to the crossbeam, and take note of them. I've got these numbers here. Now I've already made the adjustment, but for the video purposes, I'll just keep explaining. So, same as before, the individual number you pick to make them all does not matter. What matters is that they're all the same. The point being that as the hoist raises, all 4 locks will now flick in at the same time. If I was to put this spirit level on it, once we're done, it's probably not level, but it will match the floor. So, what we'll need to do is I've picked 880 as our number. I've already done the other 3. It's just a matter of taking your 30mm spanner, spanners, and your 16mm spanner. If I get my lovely assistant to come hold the camera for me, it's a matter of using your 16mm to hold the swage, because we do not want the cable itself to turn. We just want to adjust the nut so that it raises up. So our number we're looking for is 880. So does that have to go up or down? Has to come up 3mm roughly. So it's just a matter of holding the cable, tightening to bring the corner up. Again, thread pitch is about 2mm, so one full rotation will be around 2mm. I think we're pretty close there. Assistant, is that 880?
882.
882, so I've gone too far. I'll come down like that. What's that now?
880.
880. From there, while keeping the cable held, to lock them, we just want to put both nuts together, grab your second 30mm spanner, and then just cinch them together, locked. And from there, we just want to repeat the same process on all 4 corners, so that we've got 880 on all 4 corners. And once I've done that, I'll show you how to check that you've done it correctly. Okay, so now that we have adjusted all 4 cables to be 880 from the ground to the crossbeam, it's time to test them. Just one thing to mention though, before we do that, don't take any notice of how much thread is sticking out the top. It's very unlikely that all 4 are going to be the same, because it's very unlikely that the car plus the deck is all perfectly evenly weighted. The 4 cables are actually 4 different lengths, so even less likely that everything is going to be perfect up here. The way to tell if you've got it right is to simply now lower the hoist onto the lock, and if the whole platform stops together in one even sitting, rather than doing these ones, then you know you're good. So if I get down under here, it's hard to see with the camera, and then lower this onto the platform. We'll do that again. So everything raises and lowers together. You don't get a situation where one leads and it doesn't lift front to back or left to right. Everything moves and stops together. You know that you've got it correct.